Happy Friday afternoon here on the East Coast of the United States. Hope you are doing well. Hope you've had a great week so far. I've had a pretty good week, ready to wrap this week up. And of course, we just got some announcements from Arrow Video of the titles that they're going to be releasing in July 2023. So I thought I'd pop on here for a few minutes to just share some initial reactions to these titles. I've just started going through the announcements and just seeing what is coming. And there's definitely some things to be excited about, at least from my perspective. And I really want to hear from you what you think about these upcoming releases from Arrow Video. Now, to give you a little bit of background about myself, I collect a lot of Criterion titles, of course, and that's most of the content that I have on this channel. But I've also got a fair amount of Arrow Video and Kino Lorber and other boutique labels, content on this channel, as well as coverage of other studio releases. We cover all things cinema here at 20th and 21st Movies, but there's a pretty heavy focus on Criterion. Now, I got into Arrow Video last year, absolutely fell in love with those wonderful 4K limited editions like An American Werewolf in London, RoboCop, Wild Things, Tenebrae. I mean, they just kept releasing title after title that I just gobbled them up and just loved every single one of them. Even got into a few Dario Argento titles such as Deep Red and of course Tenebrae, and they're all fantastic editions. Those 4K limited editions from Arrow Video have really, really been awesome last year. So it got me excited coming into 2023. And I thought, wow, I cannot wait to see what Arrow is going to do in 2023. And well, I got to be honest with you, I have not been incredibly thrilled so far with what Arrow has put out, but I've been holding out hope for some titles to get excited about. And there have been a sprinkling of titles that I have some interest in, but there hasn't been anything yet that has absolutely grabbed me to say, yes, I have to get that. Now, there are some titles in this July slate that I definitely have my eye on. So what I want to do in the next few minutes is just walk through some of these titles, give you my reaction. I want to hear from you what you think about these titles as we get ready to head into another weekend. Is anyone following the NFL draft? Anyone got anything else going on in the news here? But yeah, we're talking about Arrow titles that are coming out. So I'm going to pop into the comments section and see who is here. We have a few people in the comments. Steve Moody says, howdy. Howdy, Steve. Hope you're doing well. We have Gregory Santos. What's up, James? What's up, Gregory? Hope you're doing well. Mr. Laren, good morning. Okay. Good morning, Laren. Hope you are doing well, my friend. And afternoon, James. Hello, Eddie and Haley. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are doing well down in South Georgia. But yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and jump into these Arrow titles. So it's a pretty I guess I wouldn't say it's a light slate, but it's not a massive number of titles that they are releasing. But there's definitely a lot to like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share my Twitter page where I saw the announcements. So we're going to go back and forth between a number of different views, but you should be seeing my Twitter page here. So this is Arrow Films Video. I get these announcements across my Twitter feed, and what they typically do is they'll say, hey, time for our July title reveals, and they'll just send out a series of tweets, first announcing they're coming, and then a few minutes later, they'll put their first announcement out. Now, this Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest set was announced, I believe, last week. This 4K Bruce Lee set. It was announced either last week or the week before. So we already got word that this 4K set is coming. Now, this is showing pre-order Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest in the UK via HMV. And then there's another option, pre-order Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest in the UK via Zabi. So there's a Zabi option, there's an HMV option. This is a UK title, so it's gonna have to be, of course, imported. Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest, limited edition 4K Ultra HD. So that was the first title that was announced. This is a title that I am considering picking up. I've kind of gone back and forth on this particular title. And the reason I've gone back and forth is because, oh, it's right right here. I have this Criterion Collection Bruce Lee set. Bruce Lee, his greatest hits. And in this set, I've got The Big Boss, Fist of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, Enter the Dragon, and Game of Death, all on Blu-ray in this nice Criterion set. Now, I did have a chance, of course, you see this Criterion set here. I did have a chance to look at the special features in the Arrow set, and I found that it has some commentaries and some other special features that are not included in this set. And it, of course, includes 4K Blu-ray presentations of most of the films listed here, with the exception of Enter the Dragon. Enter the Dragon is getting its own 4K release from Warner Brothers. So I've kind of gone back and forth as to whether or not I want this Arrow Video 4K set without Enter the Dragon in 4K and get Enter the Dragon on 4K from Warner Brothers, or do I just get the Warner Brothers 4K of Enter the Dragon and say, hey, I've got these other films on Blu-ray and call it a day? That's the decision point that I'm at, but I'm leaning towards going ahead and getting this 4K set. So you see here, this is the Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest set. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to share it again. And I want to get y'all's thoughts on this. For those of you who have this Bruce Lee set on Criterion, if you have it, are you going to consider getting the Arrow? If you don't have it, are you excited about getting this Arrow edition? Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Let's go directly to the Arrow video site and let's take a look at this Bruce Lee set. Let's look at it. Let's check it out. Bruce Lee, Golden Harvest. Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest, Arrow Limited Edition 4K Ultra HD. Well, that's what I'm looking for, baby. So this is the Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest Arrow exclusive limited edition 4K set. $120, 120 pounds. Not sure what that translation is to dollars, but this is the set right here. And let's look at the pictures here. Okay, just got a text there. Very nice looking set. Very nice looking set. Now, the films included in here are The Big Boss, Fist of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, Enter the Dragon, Game of Death. So same films that are on here on this Blu-ray set, but you're getting 4K Ultra HD presentations of most of these films. Now we're going to look at, we want to take a look at the special features and the contents of this set. But when you look at what's included in this set, the more I look at this, the more I'm moving from, I find myself moving from, I could go either way. I'm actually leaning toward getting this set based on what I'm seeing here. But let's look at the product overview here. Or actually, yeah. So you're getting a limited 10-disc Ultra HD Blu-ray collection. It includes a 200-page hardbound book with some new writings in it. You get 24 lobby card reproductions, 10 glossy photos of Lee in action, a reversible poster. We get The Big Boss on 4K Ultra HD in Dolby Vision. That is great to see. And these are, let's see, original newly restored lossless Mandarin, English, and Cantonese audio. Okay. 2 brand new feature commentaries. That is good to see, because that's what I'm looking to see. You know, am I getting new features? If I get this set, you know, I'm double dipping because I already own these on Blu-ray. I'm getting 4Ks of these films, but am I also getting some special features and some other, you know, goodies that I don't already have in this Criterion set? And I can see already that there's some extra stuff that you're getting in this Arrow set that is definitely appealing to me in terms of some additional, you know, commentaries and documentaries. So the second disc is The Big Boss, the Mandarin cut. It's on 4K Dolby Vision HDR, so that's great. We see here there's an unrestored raw scan of the Mandarin cut that's in 1080p. That's cool. Disc 3 is Fist of Fury on 4K. It's also in Dolby Vision HDR grading, so that's good to see. 2 brand new feature commentaries for this as well, for this film as well. And this is another new edition, Legend of the Dragon, a newly filmed 80-minute overview of Lee's life and career by film critic and historian Tony Raines. That is definitely intriguing. And then Visions of Fury, a new featurette on Bruce Lee's collaboration with Golden Harvest and Lo Wei, featuring interviews with co-producer Andre Morgan and martial arts experts Michael Worth, Frank Jing. Okay, awesome. Then you get some archive interviews, but you can see that you're getting a couple of new documentaries, two new audio commentaries on this disc 3 that is Fist of Fury. So I'm definitely getting more firmly in the column of I'm gonna pre-order this set. Disc 4 is The Way of the Dragon 4K Ultra HD. It is also in Dolby Vision. We are getting two brand new feature commentaries for this as well. Okay. A new documentary, The Way of the Camera. Great. A newly filmed interview with star Melissa Longo, Meet the Italian Beauty. Wow. So newly recorded select scene commentary by Thug actor Pete Schweer. So a lot of new features are being put into this Golden Harvest set. Wow. Now, disc 5. This is the important thing to note that people need to be aware of. Disc 5, because this is a 4K Bruce Lee Films box set. But the important thing to know is that the film that most people probably think of and want the most, Enter the Dragon, is not on 4K in this set. It is on Blu-ray in this set. So what you're getting is a 40th anniversary special edition Blu-ray, courtesy of Warner Home Video, high definition Blu-ray presentation. And let's see here. I don't see any new features. So that's important to know that the Enter the Dragon is going to be Blu-ray in this set. Warner Brothers is releasing a 4K of Enter the Dragon later this year. I don't know when, but that's something to sort of keep in mind. But based on the additional features and commentaries and documentaries and the 4K presentations of the other films, this set is definitely looking very attractive to me. So disc 6 is Game of Death. It's on 4K, Dolby Vision HDR. Great to see. Any new features? Brand new feature commentary. So that's good to see. Yeah, getting a new feature commentary on that one. There's a disc 7, Game of Death alternate versions. Disc 8, Game of Death bonus disc. Disc 9, Game of Death 2. And then disc 10, documentaries. So let me see. So yeah, this looks like a completely stacked edition from Arrow Video, and I absolutely cannot wait to pick up this set. The more I see of this set, it is definitely selling itself to me. It's saying, James, you got to have this set. You must have this set. So look at the master himself, Bruce Lee. Of course, gone too soon at the age of 32 years old. Very, very sad. I think back in 1973. And this is an excellent set, the Golden Harvest set, that I think a lot of people are going to be very excited about. This was announced about a week or so ago, so this was not a surprise. This had already been announced. But let me pop out here and pop into the comments and see what some of you all are thinking about what has been announced so far in this epic set of releases from Arrow Video. We have Mama Blu-ray. How are you doing, Miss Bonnie? Hope you're doing well and having a great Friday with Sue and the family. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to Johnny. Hope you're doing well. Good afternoon to you. Ben, hi there from Manchester, UK. Okay, so it is Friday evening for you. It's probably about 5:30 in the evening. Hope you're doing well, Ben, out there in Manchester. Laren says hello to Ed. People are saying hello to each other. A lot of greetings. Okay, Steve pre-ordered the Bruce Lee set. Can't wait. Yeah, I'm probably going to put my pre-order in this afternoon. Probably going to do that. Has Zavi relaxed on the U.S. shipping embargo yet? That's a good question. I do not know the answer to that. I don't know. If anyone knows the answer to that, pop it in the comments. The yellow box is an Arrow website exclusive, not a Zavi one. Okay. Adrian is in the house. How are you doing, Adrian? Hope you're doing well. So Steve says, I have the Criterion set as well, but I jumped on the 4K set immediately. Yeah, and that's the thing. If I looked on that Arrow site and I saw that there were no new special features at all, no new commentaries, no new documentaries, it was all the same features as on this Criterion set, then my decision would be a very easy one. I would not get that Arrow set. I would just get the 4K of Enter the Dragon separately add it to the Blu-rays of these other films I have here and just call it a day. But given that you are getting all those films on 4K, with the exception of Enter the Dragon, with all those special features and all the other tchotchkes with the lobby cards and the pictures and that 200-page book, it's definitely pulling me in. I'm definitely there. Laren saying hello to Adrian. So there are two different Bruce Lee boxes in 4K. Yeah, I think there's a yellow one and a red one. I think you get to pick the color, and I'm not sure if there's any other differentiating factors. I'll have to go back to the site. Adrian saying hello to Laren. People saying hello to each other. They're not different sets. The packaging is just different. The yellow one is just an Arrow website exclusive, and the red one is packaging available everywhere else. Got it. Yep. Same contents, just a yellow one and a red one. Got it. Okay. A little over 180, including tax and shipping. Okay, that's cool. Thank you for the info, Ben. It's always good to have info. This is the benefit of us all coming together and sharing our reactions, our thoughts. I don't know. I don't have all the information. No one in the audience has all the information, but we all have collectively a piece of the information to bring together to help us all collectively make the decision that's best for us in terms of, do I want to get that or not get it? That type of thing. So that's great. I know I'm definitely getting the WB 100 4K of the Enter the Dragon, but I might splurge on the 4K box set. I don't know. Yeah. My plan, Johnny, is I'm going to get that as well as get this Golden Harvest set. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I might do a review of that on this channel. If I get the set in July, it'll probably be closer to August or September before I can put a review out, because it'll take time to go through all those films and everything. But definitely considering that. Adrian saying hello to Johnny. So yeah, so that is the Bruce Lee Golden Harvest set. Let's pop back into Twitter and let's check out what else is being announced for the month of July. Let's go. So back on Twitter, that's the Bruce Lee set. Got a couple of options to pre-order this set. It looks absolutely fantastic when you look at everything that's included in this 10-disc set, 4K Ultra HD editions of these amazing films, Blu-ray for Enter the Dragon, the 40th anniversary, just good-looking stuff. So definitely, I know a lot of people are really excited about that. The next title is a title that is available in the US and the UK. I'm sorry, the US and Canada. So you can pre-order Fighting Back in Canada on this Unviewin site. And you can pre-order Fighting Back in the US via Zavi US. So this is Fighting Back limited edition. I believe it is a Blu-ray set. And this is a film starring Tom Skerritt from 1982. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking this title out. I have not seen this film before. So this is a film that I'm very much looking forward to checking out. Now I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to go into the Arrow site and share the Arrow website again. So let's go back to Arrow and let's put in Fighting Back. Sometimes you have to fight back, That is Fighting Back. Where is Fighting Back at? That is interesting. I do not see Fighting Back here. I'm sorry, folks. Hold on. Let me go here and let me I'm going to click on something, and then I'm going to share. What I will share is what I just went to. So I clicked on the Zavi link, and so I will share the Fighting Back information here. So this is on the Zavi site, Fighting Back limited edition, $27.99. It's coming out July the 4th, 2023. Enough is enough. All right. So yeah, Fighting Back is basically, you have Tom Skerritt. He's playing an Italian deli owner who is, forming a vigilante group to get rid of some street punks in Philadelphia. So there's some street punks terrorizing the streets of Philadelphia. He is a deli owner and he is fighting back. He is not taking it anymore. So enough is enough. Tom Skerritt fighting back. So looks interesting. Let's see, what all do we get? So Fighting Back aka Death Vengeance original trailer. So if you check this out here quick.
John D'Angelo has lived in the same neighborhood all his life. He remembers when it was a nice, safe place to live, where all the families knew each other and everyone felt secure. But for the last few years, John D'Angelo has been watching his neighborhood change.
You know I don't want you walking home alone.
From the kind of place you'd want to raise a family to a dangerous, crime-infested battlefield.
Stay there!
Okay. So that's what he's fighting back against. So that's cool. So again, enough is enough. The streets of Philadelphia are unsafe, but John D'Angelo has a solution. Thieves, pimps, and pushers beware. He's declaring a personal war on crime, but the director of Alligator and the producer of Death Wish comes fighting back. All right, so this is a Blu-ray 1080p presentation, getting original lossless mono audio, new interview with director Louis Teague, Danny Cam, a new interview with camera operator Danielle Nannuzzi. So not a ton of special features, but this is, on Blu-ray. It's a double-sided fold-out poster featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Luke Insect, reversible sleeve, and an illustrated collector's booklet featuring new writing on the film by critics Rob Sciveria and Walter Chow, and career-spanning interview with director Louis Teague. So, okay, interesting. Let's see, product details. So yeah, so that's Fighting Back limited edition, $27.99. It's going to release on the 4th of July. So I'll be running the Peachtree Road Race here in Atlanta, the annual 10K through the streets of Atlanta. And if I get this will probably be arriving on my doorstep on July the 4th. We shall see. So that is available via Zavi. Enough is enough. Now, let me go back and let's share the Twitter feed again. So let me know if y'all are excited about fighting back. Do y'all want to fight back, or are y'all going to continue to take it? I think that Tom Skerritt has made his decision. He's decided he's going to fight back. All right, so this next title here is a title that a lot of people are going to be excited about. This is a Martin Scorsese film, and this is the second Martin Scorsese film that's coming out on 4K in the month of July this year. Of course, Criterion is going to be releasing the 4K Ultra HD of Martin Scorsese's. Oh my gosh, I am forgetting the name of the film. You know how sometimes you just draw a blank? That is exactly what's happening to me. I'm totally drawing a blank. Coming soon. I'm on the Criterion site right now. After Hours is coming is coming from Criterion in the month of July on July the 11th. But we're also getting in the month of July another Martin Scorsese film from Arrow Video called Hugo. Now, this is a film from 2011. And of course, it stars Asa Butterfield, Chloe Grace Moretz. You have Christopher Lee, Ben Kingsley, and Sacha Baron Cohen. I actually have this on Blu-ray on 3D. So this is the limited 3D edition that came out in 2012. And I have this on 3D. I used to have a 3D TV until it got busted. I won't say who did it, but I used to have a 3D TV. So this is a 3D disc as well as a Blu-ray disc and a DVD. And this is a pretty nice set. I have seen only parts of this movie, so I've never sat down and watched this movie in its entirety, but I'm definitely interested in revisiting it. And I think that this upcoming 4K edition is going to be a great way to do it. So this is a title that's available in Canada through Unviewing, as well as Zavi US through for the US. So I'm sorry I'm mumbling here, but let me stop sharing and come. I have to jump back and sort of make sure I'm sharing the right screen. So I do apologize for that. So I'm going to now share the Zavi screen of Hugo. Now, this is one of those 4K limited edition box sets that I have really been enjoying from Arrow Video since last year. And this is one that I'm definitely going to get my hands on. This is Hugo limited edition 4K Ultra HD, $34.99, coming out July the 18th. So the week after Criterion releases After Hours on 4K, and I picked that one up from Barnes & Noble. or online, depending on if my Barnes and Noble still carries Criterions. After Hours comes out on April the 11th, the week later, I'm going to be getting this Hugo set. But look at what's included in this set. That is so cool. See the poster, you get 3 discs, you have the box, you have, of course, the standard, Arrow black case, you have this booklet. Check that out. Wow, Asa Butterfield and Chloe Grace Moretz's characters holding hands there. Very nice looking set. This is Martin Scorsese 2011. Product overview. So this is Hugo Cabret is an orphan living secretly in the walls of a Paris train station, tending to the many clocks, stealing what he needs to survive, and hiding from the ruthless station inspector, which is played by Sacha Baron Cohen. But his clandestine life and precious secrets are threatened when he is caught thieving by the bitter old man who runs a toy booth in the station, and Hugo's world becomes enmeshed with that of the shop owner and his bookish granddaughter. Okay. So you're getting a 4K Ultra HD limited edition, which includes 4K Ultra HD debut of this film. That was 2D version of the film. It includes high definition Blu-ray presentation of the film in 2D and 3D. So this is actually going to include a 3D Blu-ray disc, which is cool. But I already have the 3D Blu-ray, so it's probably going to be the same 3D disc that came out in 2012, but I don't know for sure. Double-sided fold-out poster. That is interesting. The 4K is in 2160 presentation of the 2D version of the film, and it has Dolby Vision. Great to see that. So we are getting Dolby Vision as well as HDR10 compatible. Getting DTS HD Master Audio 7.1 and 2.0 audio options. So that is great. And I'm not sure what audio we had on the, I think we had, see, a DTS HD Master Audio. I'm not sure if that is an upgrade over the audio that is in the 2012 Blu-ray. I'll have to double check that. But it is 7.1 DTS HD Master Audio, getting audio commentary. Doesn't say that it's new. Disc 3 is a bonus disc on Blu-ray. So we are getting some new interviews, actually several new interviews, which is great to know, because if you already have this nice 3D Blu-ray, standard Blu-ray set, is that going to be a nice upgrade? I suspect that this new 4K will be a nice upgrade over this from a picture quality standpoint, especially given that this is a 11-year-old, Blu-ray. If this is a new 4K digital restoration, if it's a new 4K scan that they're putting on a 4K disc and you're seeing this film in native 4K, might be a nice upgrade, but we will have to see. But the fact that you're also getting these additional special features, these additional interviews, definitely makes it more attractive. So you're getting new interviews, inventing Hugo Cabret, capturing dreams, the music of dreams, Ian Christie on Hugo. And then you're getting this Secret Machines, Hugo and Film Preservation, a new visual essay. That's great. There's another new featurette called Creating New Worlds. Another one, Papa George's. So that's awesome. So this bonus disc, this disc 3 Blu-ray, has a ton of new special features. The only exception, it looks like, is you get this last bullet has 5 archival featurettes, which might have been included in this set. But other than that, everything else on this bonus Blu-ray disc appears to be new special features that Arrow is including in this new limited edition 4K Ultra HD. So if you are a fan of this movie, if you're a fan of Martin Scorsese films, if you like Asa Butterfield, Chloe Grace Moretz, Sacha Baron Cohen, if you enjoy this film in particular, this is going to be a nice set for you, even if you already have the previous Blu-ray edition. The Blu-ray edition came out about 11 years ago, so this looks to be a pretty nice upgrade and will likely be the definitive edition of this film. So that is the Hugo limited edition 4K Ultra HD. So let me stop sharing and go back into the comments and see what people think. Let me see what y'all are thinking about this. Now, let me get caught up on the comments here. All right. See, Josu, how did Bruce Lee die? I know there is many different theories. Yeah, I would have to go back and read the exact what the sort of official cause is, but he was he died, I believe, in 1973. Very it's one of those things. It's just such sad circumstances. Whenever I hear of someone leaving so soon at such a young age, it's always it just leaves you just feeling like, man, you know. But yeah, he in such a short life, he created such an incredible legend that goes on to this day. So much so that people are excited about. You know, whenever there's new updated releases of his films, people really get excited about it who are fans of his films. Okay, Fighting Back is classic vigilante flick. Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out. I mean, if it's the same people who are behind Death Wish, um, I can definitely, consider checking that out for sure. Random question, James. Have you seen Mr. Majestic starring Charles Bronson? I have not seen it. I have not. Is it any good? Is it worth me checking out? Let me know, Laren. Let me know. After hours, James. Yes. Sometimes you just have, sometimes the brain, it is Friday and, sometimes you just start checking out and sometimes your brain starts checking out too. And my brain just said, I'm out of here, So, yeah, that happened there. But yes, it is After Hours of Martin Scorsese. There is two Martin Scorsese films coming out in 4K in the month of July. One from Criterion, After Hours, and the other from Arrow Video, Hugo. So a lot to be excited about if you are a Marty fan, which I am. After Hours is nothing like his other films. I believe he took the job, but wasn't that invested in it. Okay, okay. Sometimes people do that. I've never heard of Hugo. Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting film. I'm probably going to give this a rewatch between now and when this comes out. I've not seen this film in its entirety. I've seen bits and pieces of it. So this would be a good opportunity to revisit it and go from there. Holland, how are you doing, Holland Oates? Hey, James, and hey to the chat. After Hours and Hugo are both interesting movies from Scorsese, to say the least. Yes. Yep. People saying hello to Holland. Okay, Hugo's a good flick. Need to rewatch it. Okay. People saying hello to each other. Always good. So, how many Hong Kong films coming out on Blu-ray and 4K lately? So many Hong Kong films. Yes, yes. And the more the merrier. That's something that I love about this hobby. That's one thing I love about this hobby, folks, is you get exposure to just films from around the world. You get exposure to different filmmakers, and that's part of what I love about this art form of cinema. Is just learning about different areas of the world, learning about different filmmakers and their expression of life and world events through the medium of cinema. And it's just it's really interesting. I mean, you can cover serious topics, heavy topics, and then you can be lighthearted and deliver messages in different ways that can just evoke different emotions from people. So I really, really love that about films. Interestingly enough, After Hours was originally to be directed by Tim Burton until Scorsese expressed interest. Okay. Saying hello, hello. Laren, Mr. Majestic is great. Possibly my favorite Bronson film that I've seen so far. Okay. Mr. Majestic. I'll have to keep that in mind, Laren. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate people's recommendations because that's one of the biggest, things that I've loved about doing this whole YouTube channel is as I go about my journey of loving films, enjoying films, discovering filmmakers, and discovering the world of cinema. One thing that helps me do that is hearing recommendations from people, just like that from Laren, from Laren Jet just now on a Charles Bronson film, Mr. Majestic. I had never heard of it, but it's one I want to check out now. So I appreciate that. We got a couple more titles to go through for Arrow July. Hope you all are enjoying this so far. So let's go back to my Twitter feed and we can see what else Arrow is going to be bestowing upon us. So that was Hugo. Very nice looking 4K limited edition set. Very excited about that. So what else is coming? So let's see, Hugo, a lot of Hugo stuff, announcements. All right, the next one is a title that definitely is interesting. This is a title available in the US through Zavi and in Canada through Unviewin. And this is Blood Money, 4 Western Classics Volume 2. So I did not get the Volume 1 set. This is Volume 2, Blood Money. Let's go check this out. I'm going to click this link. Then I'm going to go back in and share the Zavi Blood Money site. So let's check it out. So this is Blood Money, 4 Western Classics Volume 2 Limited Edition. And it looks like a pretty interesting set here. The films included are 10,000 Blood Money, Vengeance is Mine, Find a Place to Die, and Metallo, Kill 'Em. 4 classic Westerns. I love the cover. I just love this aesthetic here. Looks really interesting. 10,000 Blood Money original trailer. Let's take a quick look at this trailer to get a taste of these films. I have not seen them before. Okay. Interesting. So, what are we getting in this special edition? Brand new 2K restoration from a 4K scan of the original 35 millimeter camera negative, high definition 1080p Blu-ray presentation. So 2 versions of the film. This is for the first film, I suppose. Or wait a minute, what is this? I'm getting confused here. Sorry. Is this talking about just one of the films or the Blood Money? Okay. I'm sorry. Here we go. 4-disc limited edition contents. High definition Blu-ray presentations of all 4 films. Brand new 2K restorations of all 4 films from the original 35 millimeter camera negative. I always love seeing that. New restorations of the original from the original 35 millimeter negative. So the chances are that you're going to get a good result if you're able to work with a good original negative. That sets the stage for a good restoration if you have that element. Restored lossless original Italian and English soundtracks. Interesting. Brand new introductions to each film. You get a collector's booklet, illustrated booklet, fold out double-sided folder, limited edition packaging. Disc 1, Blood Money, brand new audio commentary for Disc 2, Vengeance is Mine. Find a Place to Die, Disc 3, brand new audio commentary, and a brand new audio commentary for Disc 4, Metallo, Kill 'Em. So you're getting new commentaries. You're getting some really interesting features. So if you're interested in these films, I would definitely recommend checking this out. To be honest, for me, I'm thinking that this edition is going to be a pass, not because I don't think this is a good edition, but because I've already got my eye set on another Westerns box set coming out in the month of July from Criterion, the Renowned Western. So I'm more leaning toward getting that set from Criterion in the month of July. And those films are on 4K. So I'm leaning toward putting my money into that set, the Renowned Western set from Criterion, during the month of July during the 50% off sale. But this is also an attractive looking set with these 4 Western classics on Blu-ray. But let me know in the comments, do y'all have Volume 1? What do you think of it? Are you excited about these films? What do you think about this Blood Money set? So that is really fascinating. So let me stop sharing that, and let me go back to the last. I think there's one more title that we need to go through, and then we'll pop back into the comments and wrap it up. Oh, you know what? No, we don't. That's it. That is it. So yeah, we're getting this Blu-ray of Fighting Back in the month of July, and that stars Tom Skerritt. That's available in the US and Canada. We are getting Hugo on 4K Ultra HD in a limited edition box set that's available in the US and Canada. Blood Money is available in the UK, the US, and Canada. Those four westerns on Blu-ray in this attractive box set is coming out in the month of July. And in the UK, we're getting the Bruce Lee Golden Harvest set on 4K. Very fascinating edition. This was announced last week or a week or so ago, and I'm definitely leaning toward picking this one up. So let me stop sharing my screen and we can go back into the comments and share some more reactions here. Kino has tons of Bronson films. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I have Death Wish, just fantastic. Fantastic. Nothing for me other than the Bruce Lee set, just as well. If we get a 50% off Criterion sale at Barnes & Noble that month, I will certainly wreck my budget. Yes. Yeah, and that's the thing. I plan to get After Hours from Criterion, that 4K edition, as well as this, 4K edition of Hugo. I'm going to get the Criterion Renowned Western set. I'm going to get the Arrow Bruce Lee Golden Harvest set. So you got to kind of pick your poison, so to speak. But in terms of these Arrow titles for July 2023, those are the two titles I'm kind of leaning towards, is the Bruce Lee set and that Hugo 4K limited edition. What are y'all thinking about picking up? When Johnny Comes Marching Home, Von Kaufman. Okay, read description. Okay. Arrow leads the way in spaghetti westerns, but Eureka has some good ones too. According to Michael, cool. So yeah, those are the titles that are coming out in the month of July. I mean, what do y'all think of these titles? Are y'all excited about these titles from Arrow Video coming up in the month of July? I got to be honest, like I said before, Arrow has not been, at least for me, they have not been killing it the way they were killing it last year. I'm really hoping that the second half things really begin to pick up. And this is a sign that maybe that is the case with this Bruce Lee set, this wonderful looking 4K set, as well as this Hugo edition. I'm also thinking about getting The Last Starfighter that's coming out at the end of May. Let me know if y'all love that film, if you recommend picking that up on that 4K Ultra HD edition. But overall, I've just not been like blown away by their output this year to date like I was last year. But my fingers are crossed that will change. All right. Michael says, James, have you seen any Adam Magoyan films? He has a lot of very interesting ones. Yes. I've seen recently and did a review on this channel of his film called Exotica, I think from 1994. And that came out on Criterion, I think sometime last year. And it's a really nice title, very interesting title. And so I definitely recommend that one because there's some features on there where Adam Magoyan appears. Actually, there's a very good interview or discussion between Adam Magoyan and Sarah Polley, who appears as a young girl in the film Exotica, and of course just recently won the Academy Award for Best Screenplay for her film Women Talking at the Academy Awards. So there was a nice sit-down discussion between the two that's on that disc that I highly recommend. Exotica. It's a really good title. Let's see. Arrow admittedly slowed down due to many production issues they had to sort out. Yeah, probably wise on their part. Steve, this will be my first Arrow purchase this year. I bought several last year. And which titles are you looking to pick up, Steve? Which of these titles are you getting? But yeah, so those are the Arrow Video July 2023 releases. A lot to be excited about. I'm definitely looking forward to, picking up at least a couple of these titles. There's a couple of titles year to date that I'm also looking at. I do have my pre-order in from Mallrats, the Kevin Smith film. So I'll look forward to getting that on my doorstep here in the next month or so. And we'll plan to do a review of that on the channel. I'm also mulling getting The Last Starfighter. So we shall see. But I'm definitely planning on getting this Bruce Lee Golden Harvest set, this 4K set, as well as getting Hugo on 4K. So that's what I'm looking to get up. That's what I'm looking to get from Arrow in the month of July. Very much looking forward to seeing what you all are planning to get. Now, Michael says you should check out The Sweet Hereafter from Magoyan. Okay, I'll have to check that one out from him. But yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed going through the Arrow Video July 2023 titles, and very awesome to hear your reactions. I'm still processing them myself, and we'll be doing so sort of over the weekend and thinking about that Western set. I know I'm already thinking probably passing on that because I'm getting that Criterion Renowned Western set. But then there's also, what was that other title? Let me see. What was that other title? The Fighting Back. You know, is anyone excited about Fighting Back, the Tom Skerritt film that's coming out on Blu-ray? That's another title that's kind of interesting that, you know, I might consider, but you know, we shall see. We shall see. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up on what's coming up on the channel here. We got a lot going on. It's pretty busy these days here at 20th and 21st Movies. And what we have coming up in just a few hours, actually at 4 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time this afternoon, we have a review of and my thoughts of this title here, the 3 films by My Zetterling, the collector set. That review, or that my impressions of this collector set, is coming at 4 o'clock today, this afternoon, on the channel. Tomorrow, I plan to release my latest entry in our Taste of Director series, our monthly director spotlight series, where we focus on a particular director and talk about their background a little bit and a few of the films from their filmography. And tomorrow's video is going to focus on Taste of Michael Mann films. So definitely check that out tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we're going to be releasing our May 2023 channel preview. Yes, the month of May is almost here. I mean, we just brought in 2023, and now we're about to wrap up April already, just like that. So Sunday, we're going to do a preview of what's coming out on this channel in May. And then early next week, I'm going to be releasing a review of this title here that I had a chance to get into the other night. Frown at Ronald Bronstein. So definitely looking forward to sharing thoughts on this title. It came out, I believe, sometime last year. So looking forward to doing to putting my thoughts out there on that title and hearing what you think about. Ronald Bronstein has connections to the Safdie brothers, who did Uncut Gems, and I believe Ronald Bronstein helped to write that film. So this is the film that he directed, and one of the Safdie brothers is involved in the special features on here. So it's a conversation between Bronstein and filmmaker Josh Safdie that's on here. So very, very fascinating stuff. I've also been watching some other great films, of course, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. So plan to put some thoughts out on this title here pretty soon. That came out sometime last year. But yeah, a lot going on in the world of physical media entertainment. Let me know what you guys are watching, what you're planning on getting into over the weekend, whether it's watching the NFL draft or watching the NBA playoffs or watching movies in the theater, watching movies at home, streaming something, whatever it is. I hope you enjoy whatever you get into. I'm going to take these last few comments and we're going to dive headlong into Friday afternoon. Hope you wrap up your Friday on the highest note. Let's see. Michael, you should check out The Sweet Thereafter. Yes. Okay. I can't wait to see your review of Mallrats. Have a great weekend. Yes. Thank you, Laren. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great weekend as well, my friend. And Adrian, will The Last Starfighter get a UK release? That I don't know. That is a good question. I am not sure about that. PDX says, I have the Criterion Bruce Lee set. Also need to check out the total package of Arrow's set and compare it to Criterion's. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I've done. I mean, and what I've gathered is Arrow set, they are including a lot of new documentaries and feature commentaries that I think probably make it worth getting, even if you have the Criterion set. All right, everyone, have a great Friday or Saturday if you're from the future. Yeah, well, you know, in New Zealand, it's Saturday right now in New Zealand, I believe. So it's crazy, these time zones. It's kind of insane. Steve, have a great weekend. You as well. Adrian, have a great weekend, everyone. And on that note, hope you all have a great, safe, and blessed weekend. Enjoy whatever you get into. But thank you for joining me for this discussion and reaction of Arrow Video's July 2023 titles. A lot of exciting things coming. Have a great and awesome weekend, everybody. See you. Peace.